Welcome, everyone, to another deep dive. Today, we're exploring something pretty fundamental. How do we build relationships that really last, that have real harmony? Our mission is to look at some timeless wisdom, and our first source today has, well, a really profound take on this.
It really does. We're diving into Qur'anic wisdom on marital tranquility and love. And it's more than just advice. It's presented as a kind of blueprint for connection based on a really holistic view of, how we're designed. And these ideas, they stretch way beyond marriage, really. They can illuminate any close bond.
Right, so the source gets straight to this core idea. The ideal relationship rests on tranquility, love, and mercy. That combination is presented as the absolute bedrock. And what's really interesting is how it defines tranquility sakina in Arabic. It's not just calm, is it?
No, not at all. Sakina is described as this deep inner peace, a real sense of security you find with someone. It's like the relationship itself becomes a sanctuary, a haven, that's the stable ground. Then you add mawada, that's a deep, affectionate love, the kind that grows. And then Rama, exactly, compassionate mercy, which is so crucial when things get tough, right? When one person might be struggling. So this triad, it suggests relationships aren't just about, the honeymoon phase. They're about resilience, shelter, kindness, even at your weakest.
That really is a powerful mix: stability, deep affection, and that unconditional compassion. Okay, so if that's the foundation, how does this play out day to day? The source uses this incredible metaphor. They are your garment and you are a garment for them. Just thinking about that, what does that garment idea really capture?
Well, the beauty of the garment metaphor is how much it holds. A garment, first off, gives mutual protection, doesn't it? Shields you. It also means comfort and closeness. I mean, it's literally the closest thing to your skin.
Intimacy.
Right. And it implies modesty, too, covering imperfections, not just physical ones, but emotional, maybe spiritual cover as well. It points to identities that are really deeply intertwined, each partner providing that essential support, that safety, that sense of being whole together. It sort of reframes independence. Well, it's not about being isolated, but having the strength to be that essential support for the other person. Mutual interdependence.
That's a beautiful way to put it, turning something simple like clothing into this deep symbol of interdependence. And this idea of deep connection then leads to another really powerful concept in the source: relationships as signs. It says, and among his signs is this, that he has created for you mates from among yourselves, that you may dwell in tranquility with them, and he's put love and mercy between you. And the key part: verily in that are signs for those who reflect. Oh, so what does it mean for our relationships to be signs, especially for those who reflect?
Yeah, that's where it gets really profound. Being a sign suggests that these connections, especially the ones built on that tranquility, love, and mercy, aren't just personal feelings. They're seen as reflecting something bigger, a kind of divine order or purpose. It invites you, the listener, to look deeper.
Beyond the surface level.
Exactly, to see the sacredness in the connection itself. And that phrase, for those who reflect, that's crucial. It's not passive. It's an active call to really think about it, to ponder the meaning you find in connection, seeing it maybe as a path to understanding more about life, about existence.
It's amazing how universal these concepts feel,
Yeah.
even though they come from this ancient text. Whether it's that foundation of tranquility, love, mercy, or the closeness of the garment idea, or relationships as signs. These aren't just abstract thoughts. You can really see how applying these ideas, mutual protection, finding that deep peace, real love, true compassion could strengthen your own bonds. Not just marriage, but any really significant relationship. It's about creating real emotional safety. So we've walked through some deep wisdom here, seeing how it points towards universal ways to build connections that are reflective, supportive, and safe.
And that really does leave us with something to think about, doesn't it? It raises a pretty important question for you listening. In a world that often pushes so hard for individual independence, very transactional views of relationships sometimes, how might embracing this garment perspective change things? This idea of profound mutual interdependence, security, and deep reflection, how might that reshape how we understand true connection and even our own well-being?
That is definitely something to mull over. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive today. We really hope you'll reflect on these insights and think about how this ancient wisdom might just enrich your modern life.